Hello, welcome back to Pine City. I'm Paul, and today Josh and my brother Dave are at my dad's bees, some of his bees. This is at the pumpkin patch, which isn't planted yet. And these bees were hived about a month ago, and this is actually their first visit since then. I believe that they were looked at once to get some sugar syrup, but today we're going to go through the hive, make sure they're queen right, make sure they're not ready to swarm, and most likely they're going to get a second deep. So, let's do this. The grass out from... Do you have your hive tool? Alright, Josh is going to start them up. Got Josh and Dave here working on them. Empty?
Yep.
I suspected they would be. Good population of bees. Looks like they're drawing some comb underneath the feeder. Are you taking the feeder away from them today?
Yeah.
Okay. Are all these combs drawn out already?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hive tool. Take off the inner cover.
Did you smoke them?
Yeah. All right, so we got an issue here. They had some bad spacing. We got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. There's only 9 frames in there. So that's an issue. You're going to have to dig out frame by frame, starting on this side.
This side?
Yep. And we'll have to try to clear that. Dave, you got some frames? You got a frame in the back of the truck?
No.
You got those 3 boxes with frames in them.
Those are all narrow and they're all wet in one of them.
It's going to have to work. You need to have 10 frames in there. Do the rest of them have 10 frames?
Yeah. This is the only one we had a hard time getting the frames in.
Okay, not. Be careful now.
Okay. I got one out.
Yep, that's honey.
Let's see.
Got wonky comb. All right.
Got a long comb.
Yep. All right, so you can smoke them, Josh. Put that down. All right. Take the next one out also. The rest you can slide over. We're going to have to cut away. Okay, we got some brood on that side. We got spotty brood. Gotta kind of watch for the queen. Is there any eggs in those cells?
Nope. Oh, wait. Mine. Yep. The babies.
All right, because that's spotty drone brood. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, we've got a queen cell over here. Looks like we got one that's being torn down. There's another queen cell over here. Let's see if they're sealed. Over here we just got spotty brood. So I can go back in the hive.
Any queen?
Not yet, but there's a couple queen cups. See, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to cut away the wax. You got to make sure the queen's not on that.
Yeah. I got that as good as I can.
Yeah, they'll clean it out. It's a real spotty pattern.
That's our drones.
Yeah.
What the heck is that? Is that a new drone with there?
What's that?
This one.
Yep.
That's a new drone?
Yep.
That's a baby drone?
Maybe. Relatively new.
Oh.
All right. Now this next one, you're gonna want to smoke them pretty good, because they're not gonna like this.
See, I was trying to get that cover put on that, so close that one up.
All right. So now you're gonna have to pry that one apart.
This one?
Yep. All right. So what we want to do on this, Josh, is you're going to want to carefully cut away this excess comb over here
Okay.
and over here by your fingers.
Okay.
And I would smoke them a little bit and then go ahead and do that.
I need help smoking.
Can you smoke those corners, David?
You should probably done it over the hive because you don't know if the queen was in there.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll want to cut it over the hive. Now, there is some actual brood that we're going to be cutting, but we have no choice. We've got to get it so that we can get 10 frames in there. Oh, man.
Just toss it right down in here. Here. Yep.
Alright, so I can go back in. Now, this next one, you're going to have to do the same thing, except for there's much more of it.
Huge one. There. That's a huge one.
Yeah. So, what you're going to want to do, let's make sure the queen isn't on the side that we can see. I don't see her there.
I saw a baby drone.
Yeah. So what you're going to want to do is, looks like it's broken already there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just start peeling that stuff off. And shake them. Yep. You know.
Is that the queen there, Josh, or is that the drone? Right there. See it at the end of the.
No. Clean it is skinny. Yeah.
Okay, now they built this comb because there was only 9 frames, there was a gap. Bees will always use the space available. So there was enough space in there for a frame, so they built a comb on there.
I don't know.
They don't necessarily like this. Josh is doing a really good job though.
Me?
Yep. He's checking to see if the queen is on there. There's a queen cup. Alright, so go ahead and shake those off.
You got that a little bit there.
Do you have a hive tool, Dave?
Me.
Alright. Yeah, looks like that last piece and then across the top bar.
There's also a piece in the bottom that we should probably pull that out too.
Oh, attached to the bottom board?
On the, yeah.
On the inside? Yeah. So maybe Josh can hold that up and you can...
Oh.
You see the height too.
Yeah, you're mad right now.
They're okay so far. They're actually, for what you're doing, they're doing a really good job.
Me? You doing a good job?
Alright. I don't see any need to bother them any further. Let's go ahead and get the frames put back in there.
Seven, 8. See, this one here doesn't have nothing on the side.
Yeah. It's, right now, you'll put that on the end.
Put that on the end.
Yeah,
Josh.
scoot.
Scoot those 3 over.
You here?
Nope.
These 3.
And, that's not really a hive tool, it's more of a pry bar. The scraper part isn't quite flat like a hive tool.
Still hard to get in.
Yeah. What you may have to do, I've had to do on mine, is on those the sidebars.
Hey,
If-
Josh, move that over. Watch out for the bees.
Yep, give them some smoke.
You just pry this in here over. That's where you're tight. And then next one.
You do that?
You might need to push it towards me. All right. So Josh, if you can take your hand and all these bees that are up front, just kind of get them inside the hive, just slowly. Yep. 'Cause then we can get that second deep on there. All right. So that, David, is why you always have 10 frames in a 10 frame brood box.
We know. The only reason why we couldn't get the 9th one in there when we put them
Well,
in
you
there.
could do that if you space them out evenly. They'll just build thick. But what happened is they had enough space in there to build basically a frame. So they built that. All right.
What's wrong, Josh? Shake your hands.
All right, let's get
Get that.
now. Josh knows how to do this when there's bees on the edge.
So this.
There.
Okay, now a couple suggestions, Dave. This hive especially is leaning back,
Yeah.
so any water that collects on the
They will go in.
bottom board is going to roll in. So I would get something and hike the back up so that it's some shims or something so that it's either level or leaning towards the front.